Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is going to be our NBA video for Tuesday, November 16th. It's only a 3-game slate. So we're going to get through this as fast as possible. And I hope you guys had a good night with NFL and NBA. And me, all I'm going to say is Dennis Schroeder and Kyle Kuzma. That's it. I'm going to keep the video positive. I'm not even going to say anything today. It's too cold. I'm on the East Coast. It's too cold for me to even argue right now. To cry about Schroeder and Kyle Kuzma. So I'm just going to proceed to the next slate. So with that being said, when you have a 3-game slate, when you have a slate that's not that many games, you're going to want the best players on that slate, because the probability of you winning without their raw points is going to be slim to none. So right off point guard, we see Kari Harden. You're going to want to play one of them at least. Maybe once I get into the power forwards and centers, they might be somebody else. But as of right now, as you build your lineups, you're gonna want one or both of the heavy hitters, because you know they're gonna give you at least 50 fantasy points. Kari at 10-9, you'll take 55 fantasy points. You're really looking for 60, but you'll take 55. Harden, you'll take about 53. But can they give it to you? Absolutely. Can DeJounte Murray give you 55? Absolutely. Can Damian Mitchell give you 55? Absolutely. He most likely won't, but he can. So that's what you got to say to yourself when you're attacking a short slate. Me right now, I like both these guys. I'll take Kari. He's playing very well. He's locked in. And he's getting help from his teammates. So we got Kari. Now you see we got Paul George. What you want to do is you want to look for some type of value. It's a 3-game slate, so it's going to be very hard. So Joe Harris is out, right? That should give Bruce Brown a little bump. Nothing spectacular, but he's $4,200. So that's the first thing I see. You got KD and Durant. 10-2 and 10-3. I kind of like Harden with his assist upside, and he's grabbing rebounds. But this should be a very close game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take... So my gut is telling me Harden. Okay. Let's pick up Wiggins to pair with Curry. My gut is telling me Harden. And that still leaves us some type of fair average player's salary to work with. Let me tell you who's been balling out off the bench. I'm looking. Well, Thaddeus Young, he's been balling out too. So he's absolutely in play. Aldridge is who I was looking for, but he's only a center. He's only center eligible. We have $4,100 left. Drummond's in play. Gobert's in play. Draymond's always in play. $6,400. Aldridge is $4,800. Zubac is $4,900. Zubac is always in play. 4,900. You're looking for 25 fantasy points. You'll take 25 fantasy points. You got Curry, Bruce Brown with no Joe Harris. You got Wiggins. You got Thaddeus Young off the bench. You got Zubac, and you have James Harden. So, with this type of build, you can pick any 2 stars you want. Curry seems to be the guy that I don't want to fade, and Harden is just my gut telling me that he's gonna have himself a night. If for some reason you're getting to the end of your lineup and you're missing, you can't fit somebody because a couple hundred points, then you could take Harden and swap off to Durant, or you could swap off to Paul George to get a few dollars savings. But with whatever type of news comes out tomorrow, I'll try to make it work. Utility. There's a lot of people in the 4K range that's unviable. Whiteside is viable. Griffin is viable. Danny Green is out. That means that Korkmaz is in play. Korkmaz is in play with Danny Green out. You can throw Korkmaz in there, and that gives you 47.50 for the rest of your lineups. Seth Curry, Bruce Brown, Jordan Clarkson, Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard, 4,000. Patty Mills. Patty Mills is in play. Lonnie Walker is in play. There's a lot of people here in play. There's a lot of people here in play. So don't let the price tags fool you, scare you off, because they might be a little bit cheap. It's a 3-game slate, so you got to be creative and use the injuries to pick players. Use the injuries to pick players that will get a little bit more of a bump than their usual run. That's what you're looking for. So you got Korkmaz, Danny Green is out, Bruce Brown because Joe Harris is out. Thaddeus Young is just being Thaddeus Young coming off the bench. If he's too rich for your blood, you could go to... Well, you can't even do that. You could do Aldridge at 48. Aldridge or Zubac. You could do. Zubac's going to play more minutes. You could do Thaddeus Young. You could do Draymond. You could do Whiteside. You could do Griffin. You could do Isaiah Hartenstein for 3,500. You could even do Bielitsa. So listen, I'm looking at this, and there's a lot of ways you can go. So try to put a game script in your head. Try to make a game script where you think a game is going to be tight. It might go to overtime, back and forth. That's what you're looking for. Curry, Draymond, and then I could get some. I still got 44.33 left, and I can get some value plays in there. So I think this is how I'm looking to start my lineups: Curry, Draymond, Harden, and then I'll fill in the rest with Zubac, Aldridge's, stuff like that. So let's jump over to Fanduel. If you're new here, this is what we do. We tackle these slates. I'm not going to go into a whole speech. Just subscribe. That helps me. Thumbs up the video. That helps me. Lets YouTube know that I'm trying to help you guys out. And it will be immensely appreciated. Okay, so on the Fanduel, you got 10-8 Curry, 10-6 Durant, 10-2 James Harden. I like. You're looking for 52 fantasy points. You'll take that. He's been hovering around his last 3 games, 46, 63, 45, 36 minutes, 33 minutes, 29 minutes. That was a blowout. Listen, you're looking for a close game. The Nets and the Warriors should be a very close game. So you know they're going to play their minutes. That's what you're really looking for. Shooting guard, DeJounte Murray, Paul George, Donovan Mitchell, a little bit of a relief. Donovan Mitchell is going to play his minutes. He's going to take his shots. Donovan Mitchell is matchup proof. Tobias Harris, no Joel Embiid, 7,700. You're going to need about 38 fantasy points. That's what you're looking for. You'll take 38 fantasy points. Obviously, you want more. Harden, Mitchell, Tobias Harris, power forward. Draymond is always viable, but he doesn't score that much. Kelvin Johnson, some games he gives you 4 points. Some games he gives you 32 points. Very unreliable. Very schizophrenic. But he's looking like he's got himself a little edge, a little groove. 38, 40, 27, 32, 6,900. I'm gonna do something, and I'm gonna take a chance on him today. Kelvin Johnson, let him show us what he got. Center. Rudy is in play. He's averaging 40 fantasy points. Drummond is in play. Still prefer Gobert. I can get Draymond for 7,000 flat. You're looking for 35 fantasy points. I would definitely want pieces. I want a few pieces of that game for Golden State and Brooklyn. So Draymond is fine. 48.50 left. You could definitely fit in your Bruce Browns and your Blake Griffins, his Thaddeus Youngs, whatever value you deem fit, you feel fits, you can use it. There's gonna be some value tomorrow. Right now, I could build this team with the value we have now, but obviously you're gonna wait to starting lineups and injury reports and people catching COVID and all that good stuff to get the real juicy value. So right now, the core is Harden, Mitchell, Harris, Draymond Green, Kelvin Johnson. I'm on the fence, but in DFS, you got to learn to trust people. I could even swap out Kelvin Johnson for Thaddeus Young, because Thaddeus Young is more reliable for his price point. But he's almost $6,000 for a bench player, so that's kind of, but like I said, it's a 3-game slate, so you're looking for raw points. I think Kelvin Johnson makes sense. You throw Draymond at center, and you want to choose players that they don't necessarily have to start. That'll be great, but if they play 25 minutes and up, and you could get them at a value, that's what you're looking to complete this lineup with. If you have any questions, any comments, you need help, throw it in the chat. I'm more than happy to help you. You want to ask me anything on private, Instagram, Twitter's, they're linked. And if you need, advanced help with lineups close to lock, complete lineups, then hit me up and then we'll work it out. But let's jump to Superdraft. And then we're out of here. It's a three game slate. Not really trying to keep you guys all day. I really appreciate you guys that watch my videos. So I want to make sure you guys know what to do and how to look at these slates, but I don't want to keep you all day. I know you got other things to do. Superdraft, Harden and Kari at ones. You may think they don't stand out, but they do on a 3-game slate. Let's pick up Harden. Mitchell 1.2, 1.2. Kari. Didn't mean to do that. Thaddeus Young. Tobias Harris 1.25. Let me see where's Thaddeus Young at. Thaddeus Young is a 1.75. You're playing Thaddeus Young. And you're playing Griffin, Porter, Aldridge. You're playing Kelvin Johnson at a 1 point. Kelvin Johnson is the lock of the day for Superdraft, 1.7K. And at center, Gobert is viable, Drummond is viable, 1.2. It's looking like Drummond. Eubanks at a 1.9 and he's starting. Eubanks at a 1.9. Whiteside 1.6. Zubac. You're gonna do Zubac. .6. This is tough. 1.6. Eubanks. Let's do Eubanks right now. 1.9. Damn near 2 multiplier. We'll run with Harden, Mitchell, Kari, Tobias Harris, Thaddeus Young, Kelvin Johnson, Drew Eubanks. I might get scared off of Eubanks and run to Gobert, but right now that's fine where it is. Alright guys, this video was still a little bit long, but I wanted to make sure you guys understood what we were doing today. 3-game slate. Go for your heavy hitters for raw points. Supplement them with value pieces that you know in your heart are going to play over 25 minutes and take decent shots and decent quota of shots. You're looking for minutes and volume. All right, your value equals minutes and volume. That's how you get confident picking value pieces. Like I said, for example, Bruce Brown gets a little bit of a rub because Joe Harris is out. Another guy in the starting lineup, another wing player, should get a few more assists, rebounds, and shots. Maybe even minutes. You know, these coaches do whatever they want, but you only put yourself in a position to win. So that's how you got to look at it. Okay? Alright, guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. I appreciate every single one of you. I will let you go now. And good luck. And have a nice day. Ciao.